the game's much faster and it's more physical. And so there's always bumps. But I tend to just look at your production. So Caitlin Clark's production is incredible. She has now done 4 straight double-double games, points and assists. 15 points, 12 assists, 13-11, 19-13, 29-13 last night. Incredible. She reminds me of Andrew Luck, same city. Doesn't have a lot of support. He comes in with terrible O-lines, has to win by a shootout. At the time, breaks the rookie passing record, 4,400 yards, 28 total touchdowns, goes 11-5. And all anybody wants to talk about is, well, he threw a lot of interceptions. Yes, college to the pro, the game is faster. The corners are better. But 4,400 yards, you're looking at the wrong stuff with Andrew Luck. His production with a terrible O-line, 4,400 yards, 28 total touchdowns. All, at the time, rookie records. Anybody wanted to talk about that? The picks. He got 18 picks. Yeah, he's not a veteran quarterback. Dude was a production machine with virtually no Pro Bowlers. And that's Caitlin Clark's turnover talk. All I've heard. Oh, the turnovers with Caitlin Clark. A, she's got the ball in her hands a lot. B, she is a rookie, right? The game is faster. And you know who also has a lot of turnovers? Players that play fast and loose. LeBron leads the NBA all time in turnovers. Steph Curry has a lot of turnovers. Luka has a lot of turnovers. Like, I've never banged on quarterbacks who throw picks if they're productive. Peyton Manning, John Elway, Dan Marino, Brett Favre. Go back to Joe Namath. Threw a lot of picks. Tom Brady had pick sixes in the Super Bowl and won. Turnovers happen if you're a quarterback that plays with courage. My biggest knock on Aaron Rodgers has been if he throws an early pick, he backs off and plays safe football. Brady, Peyton Manning, Elway, Mahomes do not. Let it rip, baby. Play fast and loose. You got to have a short memory in the NFL. And you got to have a short memory in basketball if you play fast. Steph Curry can have back-to-back awful turnovers. He's going faster the next time down the floor. And that's what makes him Steph Curry. So I think with Caitlin Clark, and if you look at her numbers in the last 10 games, she's not only good, she's getting better. As she's catching up to the speed, she's getting much better, much more quickly. So it's one of those things. I will support quarterbacks who are highly productive and throw some picks. I'm not going to support Daniel Jones, who throws picks. But I will support Trevor Lawrence with some of his turnovers. He can be very, very productive. Josh Allen came into this league. He was a little wild, but he was wildly productive. Joe Burrow, Matt Stafford, they throw interceptions. They're great. Like Mahomes is like historically unique. You get the production without the picks. He's the best quarterback ever. After Tom Brady, who gave you the production with no picks. That's why those are the GOATs. Joe Montana. Now, it was a different time, but Joe didn't give you a lot of picks. That's what separates great from, top 2 or 3 guys ever. But I'm okay with Favre and Burrow and Stafford. And I'm okay with Caitlin Clark's turnovers. She's good. She's productive. Double-doubles are right now. In fact, I looked it up this morning. Caitlin Clark, her production, she is second in the WNBA in assists per game. By the way, not like she's got a lot of finishers on that team. So she's second in the league on a team without a lot of finishers. She's third in total threes made. When everybody in the league knows, guard Caitlin Clark if you're playing Indiana. It's not like she's got all-star teammates who are taking off some of that. So you turn the telescope. You're staring at the wrong stuff with Andrew Luck for years. You're staring at the wrong stuff. The turnovers don't bother me. And those will come down over time. She'll catch up to the speed of the game. Interceptions, over the course of time, Trevor Lawrence won't throw as many. Caleb Williams for Chicago this year. My guess is he's got some turnovers. Year 2, fewer. Year 3, he'll find the light comes on, the game slows down, then he'll be fine. All right. Rachel Nichols, USA, Canada. I didn't grow up in a traditional family. I mean, we weren't hippies living in tents in the backyard, but I didn't grow up in this highly traditional family. So I don't tend to embrace, stuff in the 70s and 80s and 90s. There were great. Walter Payton's the best running back I've ever seen. I would defend it forever. That is the best running back, power, speed, everything I've ever seen. Better than Barry, better than McCaffrey, better than Derrick Henry, better than Adrian Peterson. There are some things. Ted Williams hitting a baseball. Bob Gibson throwing a baseball. I'm not saying, guys, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You got to be kidding me. I mean, the guy literally, Bill Walton as a college basketball player would be great today, was great then. The late, great Bill Walton. But a lot of this stuff is nonsense. You're grabbing onto stuff. Larry Bird was shot. Magic, the older Magic's not the older LeBron. Your bench got Christian Laettner on it. It's a whole different ball game today. All right. First 12 minutes ready to go. Rachel Nichols stops by later this hour as well. You put it off long enough, time to replace your tires. I know it's summer, and you're thinking to yourself, oh, tires are fine. The fall's coming. Fall into winter. Get those tires replaced. Right now, TireRack.com. It's a Thursday. Locked, loaded, ready to roll. It's The Herd. Wherever you may be, however you may be listening, thanks for making us part of your day today. We got a lot. Jordan Schultz and I went out for dinner last night. Sharing insider secrets. Can't give all of those away. USA-Canada basketball. Greg Berhalter's out of work. The men's national soccer team. Always blame the coach, never the players. He got the axe. Jalen Johnson of the Bears, top of next hour. Things are good. USA, ugly to start the game against Canada last night. Fell behind 11-1. They got to figure out how to play with Steph.
Are we going to get Anthony Edwards starting at some point, Colin?
Probably.
Come on.
Probably. So Canada got off to a good start. And Canada is better than any team that the 1992 Dream Team faced. They're better. The basketball is so much better now than it's ever been. The game is incredible. Jason Tatum did not start last night. He's better than Scottie Pippen. Offensively, it's not particularly close. It's a global sport. Everybody can shoot. Everybody can handle the ball. I'm watching Wemby. He's not on our team, but what that kid can do, Chet Holmgren at 7'2" can do, it's incredible. The 92 Dream Team, Larry Bird was shot. He retired 10 days after the Olympics. You had multiple guys on that team, who could not handle the ball and who couldn't shoot. Anthony Davis on this team's a much better player than Patrick Ewing. Give me a break. Tatum's much better than Scottie Pippen. LeBron right now is better than Magic was to me at 32 or 33 years old. Our young guys are Ant and Halliburton. Their young guy was Christian Laettner. Give me a break. This team is old men aging very gracefully. KD, LeBron, and Steph. Everybody shoots. Everybody can handle the ball. Good God. Joel Embiid averaged 6 assists this year for the Sixers. 6 assists. He's a center. The 1992 Dream Team was amazing. And a lot of people get to my age, they get gray hair, and they love looking in the rear view mirror. And they just romanticize everything. It's like if you want to wake up and listen to Stairway to Heaven from Led Zeppelin, it was awesome. And it takes you back to a different time. But it takes 2.5 minutes to get into the lyrics. Jimmy Page is on a riff. And that was basketball back then. Down to the center, pounded on the floor, very little ball movement. It was a very position-oriented game. You could do certain things as a forward. You could do certain things as a center. Players can do anything and everything now. Wemby is 7'4", handles it, behind the back passing, shot blocking, three-pointers. The world is different now. And it's not a bad thing. Two things can be possibly true at the same time. The 1992 team beating Tunisia by 60 was amazing and a thing of beauty. But this team's bench has starters on that team. Scottie Pippen, I covered him in Portland. Not close to Jason Tatum. Patrick Ewing's not nearly as good as Anthony Davis. Christian Laettner on that team, Ant off the bench on this team. What are we talking about here? The flexibility. The bigs now can handle the ball and shoot. Back then, centers had a range of about 12 feet. You dumped it to him. They'd pound the ball. It slowed everything up. That stuff doesn't last. You start looking at Dwight Howard's career. He's the line of demarcation. Dwight Howard, prodigy in high school, walks into the NBA. About halfway in his career, he couldn't do anything. He couldn't, back to the basket. Couldn't do anything. That's what a lot of the bigs, almost all of the bigs were. Today's game is motion and angles and free-flowing and speed, and everybody can handle the ball. I mean, the Celtics won a title with an offense called 5 out. Everybody, including Al Horford, can sit in the corner and hit a three. 5 out. You